A very good morning. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. Well, India's newly acquired American C-130J Super Hercules plane that crashed last week near Gwalior has been under intense scrutiny in the United States and Canada after Senate investigation concluded that counterfeit parts in the aircraft's display systems could cause it to lose data or even go blank altogether in mid-flight, with potentially catastrophic consequences. But you remember, just a couple of days back, the C-130J did in fact crash near Gwalior, which is about 75 miles from Gwalior in fact. And immediately after, the question everyone's been asking is exactly what led to that crash, and now latest reports suggesting that maybe it was because of fake Chinese parts that the US-made C-130J Super Hercules aircraft could have crashed. It is a genuine risk, of course, and even a recent investigation by the Senate, which was released in 2011-12, indicated that these particular fake parts made the screen go completely blank inside the aircraft, and that could prove to be detrimental and lead to a crash mid-flight. Well, a 2011-12 investigation by the U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee eventually traced the counterfeit electronic parts used in the C-130J, C-27J and many other U.S. military systems to a company in Shenzhen, China called Hongdok Electronic Trade Company. Hongdok sold the parts at issue to Global IC Trading Group, an independent distributor in the U.S., which in turn sold it to L3 Communications Display Systems, which in turn supplied it to Lockheed Martin, the U.S. military's prime contractor for the C-130J. Amid scathing observations by the Senate panel, the U.S. Air Force suspended and banned Hongdok in 2012 from competing for government contracts and subcontracts, but testimony before the Armed Services Committee showed stunning lapses in the supply chain and procurement procedures. India has plans to buy 6 more to augment its transport fleet with the much-acclaimed aircraft, which has won plaudits for its safety record and its versatility. However, the aircraft display systems itself will now come under scrutiny if it already hadn't been under the scanner, although the cause of the Gwalior crash is yet to be determined. The U.S. Senate committee report is withering in its observations not only about U.S. procurement and supply chain system, but also the casual manner in which private contractors treated the issue once the counterfeit parts were detected. Well, the aircraft display systems itself will come under complete scrutiny now, but there is no word on whether it was the same issue that has led to this particular crash of the C-130J Super Hercules. As of now, we are, of course, still awaiting more information. Investigations are still on, and the black box of that particular aircraft has been sent to US for further investigations to find out what led to the crash. Was it a technical error, or was it the pilot's fault, or maybe even the usage of fake parts? Well, as of now, we can only keep guessing, but soon, in fact, we are expecting that there will be more information on exactly what took place. And moving on, with just a week left for the general elections to begin, the Home Ministry is leaving no stone unturned to ensure a smooth and violence-free polling. Let's take a look at the preparations being undertaken by the Home Ministry ahead of the polls.
India gears up for Lok Sabha polls. With Lok Sabha polls knocking the doors, the Home Ministry has made all arrangements to ensure smooth polling at all the polling stations across the country. The Home Ministry is all ready with its deployment plans for the 9-phased polls, which will begin from April 7. Security will be beefed up at all the states, and especially at Maoist-affected states like Jammu and Kashmir and the northeastern states. It is a massive exercise, but we will ensure peaceful polling. We are also taking special measures for Naxal-affected states, Jammu and Kashmir and northeast. Around 2 lakh paramilitary personnel to be deployed. Paramilitary personnel will be requisitioned from forces like CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB and Assam Rifles. They will be deployed across the country to avoid any untoward incidents from taking place during the polls. Over 100 trains will be in service to deploy the paramilitary personnel at different polling stations across the country. Apart from these, almost a dozen helicopters and thousands of vehicles will be deployed to ensure smooth polling. The elections will see the highest number of phases in the general election so far. The Lok Sabha polls will end on May 12. Counting of votes for all the constituencies will take place on May 16. A News9 report.
And well, SR Hiremat has been in the news for being a fearless voice against the alleged corrupt ways of political leaders. He has now voiced his support for AAP and disapproval for DK Shivkumar as well as his brother.
Social activist SR Hiremat was seen campaigning in Ramanagara for the Aam Aadmi Party candidate of Bangalore Rural. Ravi Krishna Reddy, a software professional and Kannada writer, is contesting from Bangalore Rural against DK Suresh. SR Hiremat, whose activism sent the Reddy brothers of Bellary behind bars, has been fearless in voicing his opinions against Congress leader DK Shivkumar and his brother DK Suresh. It is common knowledge that Hiremat and Shivkumar have been at loggerheads on numerous occasions. He stated that the environment of fear that was witnessed in Bellary when Reddy brothers were in power reflects in Kanakpura right now.
ಈಗ ದೇಶದೊಳಗನೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಯುವಕರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದೇನು ಹೊಸ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರದ ವಿರೋಧವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಜನರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇನು ಅಕೌಂಟಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರದ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಸ್ವಜನ ಪಕ್ಷಪಾತ ಅಕ್ರಮ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಅದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅದು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಇರಬಹುದು ಇದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವಾತಾವರಣ ಇತ್ತು ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಲಾದರೂ ಇದೆ ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಒಂದು ವಾತಾವರಣ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಝಲಕ್ ಅದು ಇವತ್ತು ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Hiremat has stated that he goes only by what the documents reveal. He allegedly possesses more than 50 documents revealing Shivkumar's corrupt side. Hiremat will be releasing all the evidence against the brothers in the days to come. With elections right around the corner, there are rampant campaigns for political leaders across the state. Hiremat has joined the flow, campaigning for Bangalore Rural's Aam Aadmi Party candidate and voicing his opinions against the alleged corrupt ways of DK Shivkumar and his brother DK Suresh. Prashant Gonibidu, News 9, Bengaluru.